Lovely day in the fish room continues. I lost my new panda, and that's why I can't stress that I'm not upset about my fish. You know, I'm sad about my fish that I sent to Jenny, but crap happens. This fish looked really healthy, was active, but was hanging at the top at the pet store when I picked it. Was hanging up the top here a lot, but went through I have to stop saying a 2-day treatment of Coopermine, and then that was when I found hole in the head on my Aranda. Forgive my dehumidifier is a little loud. So I immediately switched gears, did large water changes on everybody, and started dosing with Hex Shield for internal parasites because that was more my priority at the time. And I'm not sure if that's getting worse. I mean, it's staying closed. He's still actively eating. So I don't like to double up meds because meds, they're processed through the liver and the kidney, and you double up, you give too much medication, and it can do more damage than help. So I didn't want to double up on meds. So I did water changes on everybody. Fish was doing good. Started treating with Hex Shield. I've had like 3 days. I do 7 days when I know I have a severe infestation. That crater hole does look like it's open more on the top, but hopefully it's healing from underneath. You know, there's dead tissue under there that's going to die off, but like I said, he's still completely active. So back to the story again. Fish seemed to be doing okay, was top hanging, started Hex Shield, did a couple days of Hex Shield, came down to do my water changes today, and the fish was just gone. Do I know what happened? Was it the shipping stress? Was it, you know, hitting him with medications when he was a little stressed? Not sure, but shit happens to the best of us. I'm not going to not treat the fish. You know, it needed to be treated some in quarantine. And do I'm honestly at a loss because the fish was completely active, completely eating when I put food in there, other than hanging close to the surface, which, you know, I do water changes, especially when I'm doing meds. I'm doing water changes almost every day and redosing. So, not sure what happens, but that's, you know, I'm sad about the fish that I sent to Jenny passing. I was really looking forward to watching them grow on her channel, but I'm not mad at Jenny in any way, you know, how the medication happened and they didn't survive it, because crap happens to the best of us. But that doesn't make my, you know, end with my crappy day here. We moved my 230-gallon beast, and it has now started leaking. So we made sure it was completely level, the base. However, this thing used to apparently be plumbed, and they took the plumbing out and they capped it off, but the plumbing underneath still sticks through, and the boys did say it got jarred. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to drain it down, bring a spotlight down, get under there and try and see where it's leaking from, and hope it's just from one of the seals from the old plumbing and not the tank itself, because that would just really take the cake. So yeah. And then, you know, it just gets, when you have this many pets and you have this many fish, crap happens. You know, I'm trying to switch over to plants and sand, trying to be good, and if you look at the fins on my red and white guy, I had this container for plants back in the corner there. I was planning on filling in with a little sand. Didn't think there was any way he could get behind it. Well, he did. He got stuck, and I'm not sure how much fighting around he did back in that corner, but he ripped up his fins pretty good. So he's been fine too, but you can't prevent everything. No matter how much you try and treat and quarantine, to prevent worsening illness, and sometimes that's more than a fish can handle. So, as I like to say, it is what it is.